Welcome everybody. Hope you're all having a good one, whatever time it is, wherever you're at in the world. Today we are in the Group 4 spec of TAZ Mir. It's a great mod. It's the TAZ pack by Ryan Cookie. Basically lore-friendly LADA. And today's stage is mostly default game dirt roads. This opening road is the only new dirt road on the entire stage. And as you'll see, we get off of it pretty sharpish. And off it. So now the rest of the stage is all either paved or default game dirt road. So if you want to give this stage a go, you're more than capable of doing so just in the vanilla game. This car is 232 horsepower, rear wheel drive, pretty tricky to drive overall. Group 4 spec as I mentioned, so 0.2 power to weight. So not the fastest thing in the world necessarily, but you don't even want it to be on such a narrow downhill dirt road. I remember Erms, when he was making BeamNG content, he took the Bolide rally car down this road, or up I guess. I think he took the up version of there's a default game time trial that's very similar to this stage. I remember he did that, and he struggled a good bit. Granted, he was in a Bolide, but still. I mean, I'm in a LADA, and I've been struggling getting used to this car and this stage combo. It's very, very easy to pick up a lot of speed going downhill, and it's very difficult to shrug it back off. Very bumpy stage in parts too, as you can hear us clatter down that hill. No safety either, so if you make a mistake here, you're done for. So you've already, I think we bent the subframe going down that big hill. But is what it is. Just felt like it was pulling a little bit. Might have just been the road camber. This is requiring all of my focus. You got cliff on one side, rocks on the other, and you're in a 230 horsepower car from the 80s. Well, really, basically earlier than that, but this specific model is from 85. It was, I believe, when they first started making it, at least in the in-game lore. I'm not sure how it correlates to a real-life LADA. But in terms of real-life LADAs, there was actually a real Group 4 and a Group B spec of LADA just like this. I don't remember the name of this specific model of LADA. It's like their most famous model. It's when you think of a LADA, you think of this one. I think they might even just be the LADA and then like 2100 or something, depending on engine size and what have you. I do think it has an actual name though, so if you know it, let me know, because I'm curious. I know the SUV is the Niva, but I don't know what the name of this guy is. It'll probably come to me halfway down this road, but we shall see. As we get to the halfway point here, a little bit of tarmac. Gotta be very careful here. It's very easy to make a dumb mistake. Just because you're so used to the tighter dirt roads and the different surface and everything. And then it sneaks up on you here. You gotta get braked and then down. There we go. Now onto the second half of the dirt road. And this dirt road is also vanilla. So get stopped, please. We're good. A little bit of handbrake makes me look like an expert, even though I totally was puckering. This is one of the rougher roads on the entire rally, too. So it'll be interesting setup-wise. Oh! Certainly one of the stages where you can lose more than you can gain, I think. But also, if you know, like for a fact, that everyone's going to be taking it safe, if you play it a little bit risky, you might be able to gain a good bit on everyone instead of just a couple people, you know. So we give the wall a little bit of a friendly hello, but nothing more. You want to keep the walls in the friend zone. You don't want to get too close to them. So we're going to get stopped again for this hairpin. I think some of the longer cars might have a really, really tough time at this stage just because of how tight some of these hairpins are. Things like the Wendover and the Pessima and ETK I-Series. Oh, we're good. Very, very easy to just get a weird kind of, almost like a tank slapper over the jump, but kind of like on a motorcycle you'd high side. I don't know what you'd call it in a car, but just like where you land sideways and it bounces you back straight, it can really throw you off into the trees or rocks or cliffs or whatever obstacle you happen to be passing. Speaking of obstacles too, I recently finished making the pedestrian, or not the pedestrians, I've started on the pedestrians, but I finished making a lot of the static, like spectator cars and things, like just the parked cars. So it looks like a Corvette or a ETK I-Series or a Legrand, but it's just like a static model, just to make the stages look more alive and make it look like there's actual people out here watching instead of just nobody. And that's going to be when I go through and do all the pace notes and things, I'm also going to add those in the spectators. Everything, just like the final touches, is what those will be a part of. Wasn't sure how big that drop was, so decided to play it safe, and I'm glad I did. Hook the grass a little bit there. Getting right towards the end of the stage now. Although there's a real tricky corner coming up that is very deceptive. So we get back onto the tarmac here. But yeah, places like that little road to the left is where like I'd put some parked cars, or we're good. I mean, we're not great, but we're fine. Yeah, like there to the left is where I put some. Yeah, this ending bit is very easy to make a huge mistake, especially this corner here. It's way tighter than you think it is. And then, just in case you hadn't driven on enough surfaces already, a little bit of cobblestones to end the stage. So we're going to limp it across the line here. And cross the line. But yeah, this TAZ Mir is a great mod. If you haven't checked it out before, I highly recommend it. You can see the absolute number we did to the front left fender. So we're going to try it. Yeah, there's a good look at it. Yeah, absolutely demolished that, but hey, made it to the end of the stage. That's all that matters. But yeah, for now, that was this is stage 14 of the rally. And tomorrow will basically be the uphill version of the same stage. But until then, I will catch you guys later and hope to see you in the next one.